Instagram and they see you. And what happens? They try to get off in them DMs. And kind of take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
Watermelon. Yeah, it's a watermelon. What's up, YouTube? It's the Kid Rad Beezy, and you're tuning into Radical TV. Before we get started, smash the notification bell, hit that like button. Let's dive in. What's up, Rads? What it do? We back here with another video. We're going to react to the video. Brittany Renner goes to Jackson State University to give the boys some game. I kind of like this idea from Coach Deion Sanders, inviting an Instagram model or influencer, thought, whatever you want to call it, to come speak to the guys, especially if they speak with transparency and they speak honestly and candidly about that other role. It could be very, very informative to these ball players. I mean, if she can really speak candidly and be honest about the intentions of some of the women and some of the traps they set in place for guys of that high value, such as athletes, entertainers, businessmen, that could be some helpful information. However, that wouldn't help women like her continue to bag those type of guys, continue to have a lifestyle that they would not be afforded to if they didn't trap such athlete, if they didn't trap such entertainer. But it could be good information if they was willing to break that fourth wall of the whole wall. Fortunately, Brittany Renner, in my opinion, is just not the woman that I would think that can fulfill this. I don't believe that she will unbiasedly give these guys the right information on how to find these red flags in these women, you know? And also like how to protect their bag, how to protect their purpose. I don't believe she is the woman that will speak about this unbiasedly. I believe she's going to speak about this in a way that doesn't hold women accountable. I believe she's going to speak about this in a way that somehow these thoughts are on the same status of these men, when it's completely false. But you know what? Let's just dive into this video. Let's do it with open hearts and open minds, Rads. All right. Let's not just prejudge this woman or prejudge this decision by Coach Deion Sanders. I believe there is a method to the madness, even though there is legit cause for pause. I mean, she probably walked into this classroom or this locker room already looking at some potential red shirts. Yeah. She's looking at your sweat equity as actual equity in her pockets. I mean, y'all seen the beginning of the clip. And her DM is nothing but checks. Let's dive in, man. Protect your sons, man. And ladies.
Introduce yourself, and let's go from step A to Z, because we got to kind of show these guys the other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence, so they could understand from your point of view how this game is played.
So my name is Brittany Renner, aka Bundle of Brittany on Instagram. I have been on social media for
He's joking, he took notes all year, but now he wants to. And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They're going on Instagram and they see you. And what happens? They try to get off in them DMs. And kind of take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
Nothing but blue checks.
They missed that game right there. She says like a Nike store.
It's like a Nike store. There's nothing but blue checks. So honestly, when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. So for me,
she don't mean checks, paper. She mean blue checks.
I'm talking heavy hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege. Like, people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either, you know, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, you know, try to make something happen. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner. So naturally, if you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. Just like you boost my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I boost your stock. It's just that simple. It's kind of like a give and take, but you have to be aware of what you're signing up for. You want to make it to the NFL, and it's kind of like, you do understand there's a lot that comes with that, right? There's gonna, like, to be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
This is how the game is played. Please know that. We putting you up on game because some of y'all gonna make it. I hope, pray all of y'all make it, even if you make it in the business world. That's a whole nother category of game in that world too. They just dress it up a little different.
Yeah.
The game is the same. Only thing changed is your names.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff I just spit right there.
You are useful, and it's better to be useful than useless. So you just have to have that understanding that, okay, I have something to offer, you know, whether that's financial, status-wise, whatever. And people do see that as a bonus to be with you. There's nothing wrong with that because both of you can have stuff going on, but you just have to be aware nobody is just here for nothing. It's just about figuring out who could be there during the times of adversity. And you would only know that going through adversity. Like, if you had an injury and you weren't able to play, or just for even a short amount of time, like, there are just certain things you're going to have to just...
Just as I thought, she took this moment, this platform, when she could have been informative, she's using it to finesse. She is trying to present herself and thoughts like her on the same status, on the same level as a professional athlete. They are not one and the same. You are the play toy. That's it. That's it. We're not on the same level. Now, she was truthful with those guys by saying, yeah, you got to understand that everybody's there for a reason. Everybody wants something, including the baddies that look like her. Yes, they want something. Please do not forget, fellas. She is the poster child for the modern day thought. They are broke, struggling, living at their mom's house, not having a car, using their mom's phone and furniture to do thoughted up videos to make you get caught up in these thirst traps. And they selling it to you guys. That the thing, that your craft that you spend day and night studying to become, working to become, failing and then succeeding to become, that is this on the same level as her popping it up to get your attention. Like, Deion was really trying to give his boys some game. And maybe this was one of those read between the lines thing. Maybe he had the real conversation with them once she left, because maybe he knew that she was going to try to spin it. And he wanted them to get a chance to see that spin. Get a chance to see how some of these women spin their low vibrations into getting a high value man, when it's so undeserving. It is. It is. She's nowhere near on the same level as these guys. And it's very, very distasteful to listening to her, especially with this music in the background, like she's about to win the Special Olympics of tricks or something. I don't freaking know. Yeah, man, it's not on the same level. You're not doing something heroic. You know, these guys are really trying to build their future. You could have been honest with them. Be honest. Deion asked you. He wants to know from your perspective. Give these guys the game from the other side. See, they're the player. Give these guys the game from the side of the people who are seeking them. Yes, she made a point to say, yeah, you're valuable, you're useful, and it's better to be useful than useless. But they're not just to be solely used for you, mama. And you should tell them that. You're not even telling them to value themselves. You trying to make them be open to the idea that, you know what, that I can work with this person. They can have something going too. You know, as long as I know they may be here for something. You know, if they're gonna be there for me when I'm down bad, then yeah, they boost my status too. They boost my stock too. No, you're not boosting PJ Washington's stock. You're not helping him get better as a player. You're not helping him lock down another endorsement deal. You're getting them laughed at. Why can't you tell these young men that truth so they can make better decisions? But no, you went in there trying to make thoughts as equal to high-earning professional guys because you still want to keep that hot girl summer going for chicks just like you. Parents, fellas, I hope you fellas and parents protected yourselves. I hope y'all didn't fall for that smile and nice shake and some of you guys mortgage your futures, because I do know some of you college players are getting endorsement deals now. Please don't spend the bag on her, man. I think it was a good gesture from Deion. Hopefully it was received. And I know Deion probably gave them the player-to-player conversation once this chick left. But let's keep this conversation going in the comment box. Y'all let me know questions, concerns, Radical TV, gang.